Hi, my name is Steve Carrol. I'm the chief engineer here, and I would like to introduce to you this is a two-head grinder on a non-CDL chassis, and the revenue potential here is amazing. So first of all, we're going to talk about, serviceability, ease of operation, our vacuum system, and also I want to talk about CCP. Why does this work? So first of all, let's talk about ease of operation. We're going to look in the cab first. So if you notice, you have a full suite of cameras, and however you want to arrange them, they're on each head. You have a separate reverse camera that automatically comes on when you go to reverse. You have your touch screen that controls all of your possibilities, including all your troubleshooting. Everything's right in that screen. And then a joystick control. Along with all of that, you're provided with two of these remotes. What this does is it radial control all of the features on each head at over 2,000 feet away. So the operator can do work on the truck and control any feature he wants to while walking around the house, around the truck. Most importantly, if you have a spotter, he could be well behind the truck in a service vehicle and be able to make fine adjustments to the head. So let's talk about where these cameras are so you can understand how that feature works, what options you have there. You have this camera, you have one of these on each side, they slide out. So think of this as your pointer. You can position that wherever you want. You also have camera on the front of the head. It can be positioned anywhere along this bar, wherever you would like. You have a camera in the back that shows your finished work. You have the same thing on both sides. You don't have to move something around. They're there all the time. And then you have the reverse camera mounted high up here. So these are key features for the single person operator concept. Now we're going to move to serviceability. Serviceability is important. There's a certain amount of service that is required from the operator. So I'm not talking about mechanic level service, I'm talking about day-to-day service. And we believe it is important to make that service as painless as possible so that it actually gets done. So we'll look at a couple of things. These are your computer controllers. They're outside in a weatherproof box. We call this the outside terminal box. Everything's labeled and numbered, and your computer inside your screen is actually telling you if you have a fault, and it's telling you what circuit is, so it's quite easy to operate. If you need to manually operate something, you have a lever for every single hydraulic function. So there are bypasses. There's about 3 ways to do everything, okay? Serviceability. Your operator has minimal time. You don't need him looking for tools. You don't need him turning wrenches. You need him to look exactly where he needs to do, what he needs to do to prep for his job today. Take that vacuum head off, get full access to that drum without any tools. Slide that head out to service that head. You do not have to get underneath of it to inspect it. So we don't want to put the operator in any kind of danger. It takes literally seconds to remove this head and that cover. Secondly, we have a grease pump that automatically pumps grease to all the bearings. This guarantees the most bearing life. It's one of the first things that everybody says about our equipment is, wow, I've never had bearings last so long. But serviceability is critical. You notice that we have a ladder, gives you access to change the filters. That makes it the operator's service. It fits within his operational envelope. He can change out the filters. Computer is telling you about the filter cleanliness, measuring the delta V. Now let's move to the vacuum. Our vacuum systems are superior. They're inferior to none. And that is because we use a positive displacement blower. It guarantees airflow. It's hydraulically driven. it's up to the operator to select that speed. So you're adjusting the vacuum based on what you need. You don't have to worry about a drop in airflow when you go to work. The airflow is there. The head adjusts independently, the vacuum head adjusts independently to the grinder head. The surface cleanliness is unmatched because of that. You have a secondary vacuum head if you want to have 2 vacuum passes right behind one head. It's a simple hose that comes over from the other side. Material flows up through here. There's a valve up here that turns it on and off based on which head is on, so you don't have to think about it. The material level is managed by a level sensor. When that tank is full, it shuts your blower down to 30%. It doesn't turn it off, it goes to 30%. That's your first indication that you're full. This tank is all aluminum. It tilts to the back. One of the nice features here is none of these seals are dynamic. So the vacuum head, the vacuum blower, the silencer, everything moves up with the tank. So there's no mating that has to happen when it comes back down. So that keeps that simple. You have 4 yards of usable capacity in that tank. That's a tremendous amount of space. So the vacuum system is unmatched. Let's talk about CCP for a little bit, computer-controlled profiling. It's the technology that sets us apart from all of our competitors. You will get unmatched accuracy. It's actually feasible and been proven time, and we're proving it every day out there, that one operator can operate multiple heads from a climate-controlled cab. You do not need an operator out here. There are those options. If you have a special situation and you want that option, we have that option. But it's been proven time and time again, even the people who have selected that are not utilizing it for the most part. So CCP allows you to cut any kind of profile in the surface. So it doesn't matter if you're cutting a sinusoidal rumble, just a groove, or grinding, or cutting a profile to recess a pavement marker. This machine can do it all. It can do it on both heads at the same time. And it also guarantees that they line up across the lane. Your operator doesn't have to be thinking about when to start each head. It does it automatically. If you come up to a bridge deck, you hit hold on your master head, it holds the other head at exactly the same time, even though they're offset on the truck. So you don't have to be thinking about that. That's one of the features that makes, CCP, that's a feature within that package that actually makes it feasible for one operator to run multiple heads. So that operator is not constantly making adjustments for his depth. He doesn't need somebody behind him measuring. This accuracy is very accurate and it's very dependent. So in a wrap, I would say that if you're looking to invest money, here's where you're going to get the most return on your dollar. We are proving that time and time again. This machine, for the dollar invested and the revenue potential, is unmatched.